Now, when you make a sentence with time information, with a time clause must start with a special time word. And teachers call the time words time conjunctions. Now, in Unit 9, we are going to study 7 time conjunctions: when, while, as soon as, after, before, until, and by the time. Now remember, these are called time conjunctions, and these time conjunctions must start the time clause. Now let's talk about the different time conjunctions. When. I think you understand when. When means at this time. Let's look at an example. I will call you when we finish. Remember the rules. The main clause, I will call you, will is okay. But in the time clause, we must use present simple, when we finish. So this means at this time, when we finish. The next time conjunction is while. And while is a little different than when. While usually means all this time, all the time. So, another example, while I sleep tonight. So all this time, all the time of sleeping. While I sleep tonight, I will dream about my trip. Now, let's talk about before and after. Now, I think you understand before and after. So some examples. Before we start class tomorrow, I will get some breakfast at the restaurant. So here you can see the main clause is second. The first clause in the sentence is the time clause. That's okay. We start the sentence with before and the present simple, before we start class tomorrow. Another example, the same way, we start the sentence with the time clause. After I go to school, I will go to work. So, the first clause is the time clause. We use present simple. The second clause is the main clause. We can use will. Now, let's talk about maybe some difficult time conjunctions, maybe ones you haven't studied. As soon as. As soon as means right after. Right after. Okay? An example, I will call you as soon as I am finished. So I am finished, I'll call you. Right after. The next time conjunction is until. Until means something continues, 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 and stops. Let's look at an example. Until we come back from our holiday. So until we come back from our holiday. Well, what is this situation? What is this? Okay, until we come back from our holiday, something continues and stops when we come back from our holiday. So, Wendy will take care of our cats. So this means Wendy will take care of our cats. It continues, and it continues, and then it stops. When does it stop? Oh, well, when we come back from our holiday. That's what until means. Next, let's talk about by the time. By the time means not after something, not after. It's very similar to before, but not, by the time means just not after something, not after. So, an example, I will cook dinner by the time you get home tonight. So this simply means I will cook dinner not after you get home, okay? So of course it means before you get home, okay? So by the time, if it's difficult for you, remember it's very similar to before. So in this video, I've talked about the time conjunctions, the very popular time conjunctions that we use to start a time clause. Remember, a time clause, we must use the present simple. The main clause, we can use will or be going to talk about the future. If you'd like to practice this more, click on the link in the video.